Good evening, YouTube. Today we will be solving rational equations. Please like, comment, subscribe, and donate to my channel. My Cash App is with the $ up front. Fantastic Baseball. Here we see an equation of 2x divided by x minus 4 minus 3 divided by x plus 2 is equal to x squared plus 14 divided by x squared minus 2x minus 8. So the three denominators include x minus 4, x plus 2, and x squared minus 2x minus 8. So we need to factor the third denominator of x squared minus 2x minus 8 by grouping. Let's get started. So x squared minus 2x minus 8. So we want to multiply the first and third terms, and we will obtain negative 8x squared. So what multiplies to equal negative 8 and adds to equal negative 2? Well, we have negative 4 times 2, that is negative 8, and negative 4 plus 2 is equal to negative 2. So x times x will equal x squared, and then we just put negative 4 in front of the first x and 2 in front of the other. And then we bring down our first and third terms, so it will become x squared minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. Let's split this in half. Here we could pull out an x, and on the right side of the divider line we could pull out a 2. So when we pull an x out, we'll be left with x minus 4. And then on the other side, when we pull a 2 out, we'll be left with x minus 4. So x minus 4 is the greatest common factor. And then x plus 2 remains. So x minus 4 times x plus 2 is equivalent to x squared minus 2x minus 8. So now we can rewrite this as 2x over x minus 4 minus 3 over x plus 2 is equal to x squared plus 14 divided by x minus 4 times x plus 2. So let's have this marinate here for a second. Now we see we have denominators of x minus 4, x plus 2, x minus 4, x plus 2. So the least common denominator, also known as the LCD, is going to equal x minus 4 times x plus 2. So we want to multiply through the entire problem to get rid of the denominators. This is an attempt to get rid of the denominators. So let's get started on that part. Okay. So x minus 4 times x plus 2. And we want to multiply it to 2x divided by x minus 4 minus 3 over x plus 2 is equal to x squared plus 14 divided by x minus 4, x plus 2. Okay, let's have that marinate there. So, x minus 4, x plus 2 times 2x over x minus 4 minus 3 over x plus 2 times x minus 4 times x plus 2 is equal to x squared plus 14 over x minus 4 times x plus 2, and then multiplied by x minus 4, and then x plus 2. Perfect. Now we want to put what we multiplied by over 1 to make it a fraction. Okay. And okay. So now we can begin the cancellation process. So in the numerator here, we have an x minus 4, and it also appears in the denominator, so that can be canceled out. So we're left with 2x times x plus 2, and then minus, and then 3 divided by x plus 2 times x minus 4 times x plus 2. They both have an x plus 2 in the numerator and denominator, so the x plus 2 can cancel out. So minus 3 times x minus 4 is equal to, and then here we see that x minus 4 and x plus 2 appear in the numerator and denominator, so they both will cancel out. Okay, it's equal to x squared plus 14. So there we have it. So now let's begin the simplification process. So 2x times x plus 2, we want to simplify that first. Multiply by the distribution process, and then minus, and in parentheses, 3 times x minus 4. We want to distribute the 3 through, then equal to x squared plus 14. So let's have that marinate there for a second. So 2x times x plus 2 is going to equal 2x squared plus 4x minus 3 times x is 3x, 3 times minus 4 is minus 12, set equal to x squared plus 14. And we could put a 1 in front of x squared because 1 times x squared will yield itself of x squared. Okay, so 2x squared plus 4x, and here we have to flip the signs because we're subtracting 3x and minus 12. So it's going to become minus 3x and plus 12 equal to 1x squared plus 14. So combine these like terms here of 4x minus 3x, and that will become 1x. So 2x squared plus 1x plus 12 is equal to 1x squared plus 14. So we want to subtract 1x squared from both sides and 14 from both sides as well. Okay. So 2x squared minus 1x squared becomes 1x squared, and then plus 1x, and 12 minus 14 is -2, so -2, and set equal to 0. Now we need to factor by grouping once again. So multiply the first and third terms, and we will obtain -2x squared. So what multiplies to equal -2 and adds to equal +1. So 2 times -1 is equal to -2, and 2 plus -1 equals 1. So x times x, and put a 2 in front of the first x and -1 in front of the second x. And bring down your first and third terms. So 1x squared plus 2x minus 1x minus 2 is equal to 0. Split it in half. Here, they have an x in common, so we pull an x out, and then we're left with 1x, or you could say x, but I prefer to say 1x, and then plus 2. And then on this side, we have a -1 in common, so we pull a -1 out, and that'll flip to x plus 2. Or -1 divided by -1 is +1, so let's put a 1 in front of that x. So now it's going to be 1x plus 2, which is the greatest common factor, then multiply by x minus 1 and set it equal to 0. Okay, so let's have that marinate before we start on the next sheet. Okay, so 1x plus 2 is equal to 0, and x minus 1 is equal to 0. So subtract 2 from both sides here, and 1x is equal to -2. Divide both sides by 1, and x is equal to -2. And on the other one, we just add 1 to both sides, and x is equal to 1. You cannot stop at the answers. We have to verify to see if the solutions work. So let's check. Okay. So we're going to look back at the equation of 2x over x minus 4 minus 3 over x plus 2 is equal to x squared plus 14 divided by x squared minus 2x minus 8. Okay, so let's put what we found here. And as we see, -2 will not work here in the second denominator because it will become extraneous. So let's check. And extraneous means that you can't divide by 0 and no solution. So 3 divided by -2 plus 2 is equivalent to 3 divided by 0, and this is illegal. You can't divide by 0. So x equals -2 is extraneous. And let's check the other one now. So 2 times 1 divided by 1 minus 4 minus 3 over 1 plus 2 is equal to 1 squared plus 14 divided by 1 squared minus 2 times 1 minus 8. Okay, 2 times 1 divided by 1 minus 4 is equal to 2 over -3 minus 3 over 3 is equal to 1 squared is 1 plus 14 is 15 over 1 squared is 1 minus 2 times 1. So 1 minus 2 and then minus 8. So 2 divided by -3 is the same thing as saying -2 over 3 and then minus 3 over 3 is equal to 15 divided by 1 minus 2 minus 8. So 1 minus 2 is -1, minus 8 is -9. So 15 over -9. Now we can continue. So -2 divided by 3 minus 3 over 3 is equivalent to -5 over 3. It's equal to 15 can be factored as 5 times 3. And then since it was originally 15 divided by -9, the negative can jump to the top. And then 9 is equivalent to 3 times 3. Okay? And then one of the 3's can cancel out in the numerator and denominator. And then here, -5 over 3 is equal to -5 over 3. So this is true. So x equals 1 is the only solution. So we can go back and circle that since we know x equals 1 is the only solution. If you need math help, text 559-744-3169 for services. And then also, please donate on the Cash App. Okay. Donate on the Cash App. And it's fantastic. Let's write it again here with the $sign up front. Fantastic baseball. So let's have this marinate here. Thank you so much, and let's learn math together.